Welcome to the 8th annual Palm Beach Kips Bay Showhouse. 23 designers have each designed a room in their wildest fantasy. You will not believe it, it's fabulous. All proceeds go to the Kips Bay Girls and Boys Club and the Boys and Girls Club of Palm Beach County. Come on in. Just a secret. This is the Super Bowl of designer showhouses. We are Marshall Watson Reid Deane Ganes, or MWRDG. We are located in New York City. We do work all over the country and actually all over the world, but specifically, we love Palm Beach.
So this room is a mix of a lot of different decades. We wanted the room to feel collected and layered. And so we have here a 1930s Paul Frankl club chair, which is super comfortable, really fun. This 17th century antique chest that is a French oak that has been around for many, many centuries. And then this new sofa that we designed up in New York, which sort of ties in all the different feels throughout the room. We have this very dynamic wall mural that is covering all of our walls here, which really doesn't really require any artwork to be mounted on the walls. But we had this beautiful piece actually custom made by a dear friend. Her name is Sarah Sense, and she made this piece for us, and it just sort of ties in the room and also just gives the sofa, the seating area, a nice moment, and it makes it feel special.
Here we have a custom-made backgammon table with individual pieces that she cut out. She decoupaged the board to make it up. And then this is one of her chairs too, with this amazing silhouette side view angle. This is a local artist, antique dealer in Palm Beach called Bamboo and Rattan. Her name is Charlene. And we sourced the chairs, the ottomans, this table, and the dining room chairs from her. This is a shell sculpture made by Krista's Seashells, who's also another local artisan dealer in Palm Beach. And she created the man and the woman. And then this is another company that we work with a lot called Flair Home. And they custom designed these mirrors, which sort of illuminate the room and add depth and space and light. And they put gold leafing around the edge and lovely green details on the front and the back.
At this end of the room, we chose to do a dining area because our plan has always been to have a space that is multifunctional. And for the dining table, we wanted to incorporate something that would reflect the light from the windows, because actually it's quite a dark room without that. And we have so much natural material, the sisal rug. We've brought in the warmth of the placemats, the wood base. And so we decided to have this wonderful watery blue turquoise teal that kind of was reminiscent of the water that's across the street, as well as reflecting all the light in. So, and then we were able to use all these incredible dishware and flatware from local companies that incorporate natural materials and, again, just kind of elevate the space, but still keep it somewhat casual. The chairs are supplied by a wonderful and very dear friend, local vendor from Bamboo and Rattan, and they're vintage by Lecky that we high gloss lacquered in this deep ocean blue, which we also brought in the stenciling in the rug, in the ceiling stenciling, and in the fabrics throughout the room, which we repeated from the banquette multicolored fabric. So I think something that we take pride in and really enjoy doing is finding that perfect balance between volumes and repeats and shapes and patterns. And in this room, we had a lot of fun with that.
I'm Amanda Reynal from Amanda Reynal Interiors. Welcome to the Lily Pad, our Kips Bay Palm Beach 2025 room, in collaboration with Lee Joffa and Lilly Pulitzer's debut line of fabrics, wall coverings, and trims. I'm always inspired by Palm Beach. I love living here. I love the color. I love the vibrancy. And this room, I was really inspired by the relaxed coastal lifestyle combined with updating the heritage brand of Lilly Pulitzer and using it in a way that we can all imagine living in today. The Lilly Pulitzer brand was started by Lilly Pulitzer, a Palm Beach resident who had a juice bar in Palm Beach She started wearing colorful printed dresses to cover up all of the juice splatters and splashes, and her friends loved them so much that she started making dresses and had a shop on Worth Avenue. The design challenge for me here was to create something with Lilly Pulitzer that felt grounded and realistic, as well as whimsical and lighthearted. To do that, I used the most main event print on the wall covering with palm trees, wild animals, and a jungle vibe, and then accented it with a lovely strié that's so thick and yummy. I absolutely love the quality of these fabrics. The linen is chunky and durable. The prints are modern and at the same time traditional. This Tropicalmi pineapple print on the vintage chairs reminds me of a vintage Lilly print, and I think I love that so much about it.
Hi, my name is Erin Shakoor. I am the owner and design principal at Shakoor Interiors. We are an interior design firm located in Chicago, Illinois. And this is our first Kips Bay Showhouse. So welcome to the Kips Bay Palm Beach Showhouse. You are in the Continuum. It is a powder room that is 2 rooms in one. It's a round circular room that is more of a sitting room or lounge adjacent to an actual bathroom, a functioning bathroom. And I had 2 trains of thought when I was creating this space. I wanted a space that looked as if it was, the owners were collectors, like serious collectors. And by serious, I mean art collectors who know that art is in everything and design is in everything, whether it's an ink pen or a chair or a drapery treatment. And so we used a lot of functional art mixed with vintage pieces and paintings and other one-of-a-kind items to create this gorgeous, sexy, sultry lounge space that really is kind of a play with masculine and feminine. Truly unexpected for a Palm Beach home. The paper in the sitting room is a Philip Jeffries vinyl wall covering that is normally installed vertically, but because this room was round and I called it the Continuum, it just made perfect sense to take this linear pattern and create this sort of winding up sort of feeling in the space. And at the same time, while it's blingy, it also kind of settles into the background and it allows the other pieces to shine really brightly, like the red stool. The bathroom leaned more masculine, and I took some cues from the shape of the tile, which is called Duo, by the way. It's a duo of lilac and narrow marquina with insets of opus, which is in a viola, and it's honed. And so I played with not just the texture, but also creating an even more dimensional surface on the wall by doing the inset of the bullnose trim. The paper in the bathroom is also a Philip Jeffries, a completely different texture called Runway Rivets. And we absolutely love that too, in that sexy black matte and sheen that kind of pops off the paper.
My name is Rajni Alex, and you are at Kitchen at Kips Bay Showhouse in Palm Beach. I am based out of New York and Florida, Boca Raton, and welcome to our space. When I was told that we are doing the kitchen, the breakfast room, and the laundry room, while designing this kitchen, my goal was not to make it just functional, but also beautiful so that it looked just as beautiful as the rest of the house. And when you think of function and beauty, you think of Cosentino and their beautiful countertop, which is not only easy to maintain, but it's also stain resistant, it's edge proof, and it looks gorgeous with this dramatic vein that you see in this Kalia that we used from Decton. Then talk about backsplash. We used gorgeous viola, which kind of you see the color. We got our color inspiration from this beautiful viola marble, which you see in our cabinets from Fabuwood. The beauty of Fabuwood is that they're semi-custom, whereby you can give them any color and they will recreate that for you. We were very fortunate to partner with Jen Air for this kitchen. You will see all the appliances in this space provided by Jen Air. And one of the things that I'm obsessed with for this kitchen is this beautiful 48-inch electric range cooktop, which comes with 2 ovens. Now, what is very peculiar or unique to Florida and Palm Beach area is that not a lot of the residences have gas. So they have to use electric cooktop. And when we speak of electric cooktop, in the market today, there aren't that many offers out there where you see cooktop that is as beautiful as this with integrated ovens. So I was really excited to be able to introduce this with Gen Air. They just launched this in the market, and I'm so excited to be able to feature this through our Kips Bay Showhouse. As I take you to another beautiful, beautiful appliance, which is all business in the front. Then as you open, voila, it is just as gorgeous inside. You will see this beautiful clock feature. This is the burlesque appliance refrigerator fridge column from Gen Air, and I'm so happy that we got to use this in our space, because as you can see, it truly complements the cabinet color that we have going throughout the space. When designing this kitchen, this island kind of took the center stage. I really wanted this island to be not just functional, but also a piece of art, like a sculpture sitting there. And to complement this, we were fortunate enough to work with Andrea from Avram Russo Studio. It's a Brooklyn-based lighting designer, and she provided us with this beautiful Maria light fixture. And it really looks again like a piece of art, which, as we called our room, our space is called the heart of home, because as we all know, kitchen is the heart of home, and we were able to provide some incredible artistic pieces in our space. I would like to show you the breakfast room, and here Andrea very generously provided us with this beautiful lighting called Botanica from her line. And in this space you see Fromental wallpaper, which is again new to the market. It's their range called Molten, where each jagged line here looks like liquid gold, and it is truly magnificent piece of work. It's hand painted, and it has that little bit of Palm Beach glamour that beautifully complements our modern kitchen.
I'm Monica Santayana.
And I'm Ronald Alvarez from MONIOMI Design. We're a multifaceted interior design studio located in Miami.
This is our rec room, our reinterpretation of your standard game room. It is not the leftover furniture, back of house space where you only go to play. It is truly a multifunctional extension of your home. We feel like if you entertain, it should be just as beautiful and chic as the rest of your home.
It's the perfect room for our pieces, our custom MONIOMI made pieces.
That was really beautiful for us to be able to create the space that truly enveloped our pieces and highlighted them beautifully, and that we're very excited to show. Here we have one of our coveted basketball hoops.
It's a functional basketball hoop. This was probably one of our first designs for our MONIOMI made collection for Altus Ornamentum. If basketball was played back in ancient times, what would this look like? We were inspired by materiality, we were inspired by pattern, we were inspired by techniques that are very common to ancient time, to antiquity. The inlaid marble, the copper hoop, reminiscent of the main, metal in those times, and a woven hemp net to kind of finish it all. It is functional, it plays, we play it in our office all the time.
This is our beloved ping pong table. This was our first game table that we created and designed. It's fully inlaid marble, sourced and fabricated in Italy, with a beautiful leather laced net and copper brackets on the side that actually will patina over time. So that's the beauty of the materials, is that we really love the long lasting elegance and sophistication that we use in our pieces.
It doubles as obviously a dining table. So I think our idea when creating this table was creating a space that can invite and serve multiple functions.
This is our newest introduction, debuting at Kips Bay, our new gaming table, which right now we are displaying it as a domino table, but nonetheless, the cowhide is interchangeable, and it could be backgammon, it could be chess, it could be really just truly a card table. So beautiful, and you can also just have coffee on it. So multifunctional. So what rec room would be a rec room without a bar? So we were able to create this beautiful bar with our mina. So we have a combination of two marbles, an onyx and a rosa levanto. And of course we encased the beautiful Gen Air fridges, cow bunting, inserted panels, the cowhide that you also see as a detail of the shelf as well. and it perfectly supports all of your necessities for your rec room.
My name is Amal Kapen from Kapen Interiors, based in Cold Spring Harbor, New York. Even though I'm from New York, I love everything Palm Beach. So I filled the space with my favorite mid-century vintage pieces. And the theme is Meet Me at the Casbah. Addison Meisner collides with Lilly Pulitzer in terms of color. We use two wonderfully bright, saturated colors that I adore. One is Benjamin Moore's Honeydew for the treillage, and the other one is Blue Seafoam for the ceiling. You can overlook the garden and that beautiful banyan tree and have your breakfast here. Or in the evening, you could stroll in for a cocktail. I think this is a wonderful space to enjoy in the evening, you know, as the sun is going down. It's bright and sunny and cheerful. I'm addicted to vintage. One of my favorite vintage stores down here is Palm Beach Regency. And we got this fantastic reeded bamboo bar, and I painted it the same color as the treillage, which is honeydew. And we had this Armina company come in who does the stone. These sort of grotto swivel chairs are really super neat. We covered them in one of my favorite fabrics from Meg Braff Designs. It's called cockle shells in this wonderful minty green fabric. And I really enjoy them. I think they look really terrific, both from the front and from the back. And this old sort of 60s style Saroost is really like still looking pretty cool, I think. I love tableware, and I am a real believer in using all of your favorite pieces. I happen to collect a lot. I use these wonderful jadeite plates, they're vintage, and I paired them with these terrific plates that I got from Meg Braff Designs, which I think are really fabulous looking. I love Highland House and also Hickory Chair as well. But for this space, I loved the straight lines, the straight mid-century lines of these great chairs, reminiscent of like Billy Baldwin. For the space, I actually used indoor furniture for my outdoor space and covered it with outdoor fabric. So this settee, it happens to be one of my favorites. I've used it a ton. It's like a little banquette, but it's really a settee. And it has no arms on the side, so it gives you like a more casual feel. So you can put it at the base of a bed, you can throw it in the corner of a room. It looks great on the balcony, and I really, really love it. Highland House happens to be a great furniture manufacturer. I use a lot of their furniture. They're a wonderful vendor.
I'm Mitch Brown. The name of my firm is David Mitchell Brown, and I'm in Palm Beach, Florida. We're in the primary bedroom at the Kips Bay Showhouse. When I was in Dallas, I was working with a client at the Philip Jeffries showroom, and I found this beautiful floral design in this overscale peonies motif, and I thought this could be a great way to start the room off. I love the color and the energy. It's printed on silk, which I love silk papers in master bedrooms, and so I thought it was a perfect way to start the room. On the other side of the room is a Philip Jeffries paper. It's a wonderful kind of wood veneer chevron pattern. And I thought this warm color would be something great to fall asleep to, while the pennies on the other side are in this cool blue. Such great energy and such a great way to wake up in the morning. So that became kind of the theme of the room and the reason for the color choices of the room. I designed frames for all the draperies for both the bed hangings and for the window treatments, so that we could come up in front of the crown molding and give the draperies a chance to be tall and accentuate the height of the room. I love mid-century details, and I thought it'd be really fun to juxtapose that in front of the traditional crown moldings to give the room a little bit of an edge, but also show how you can easily take a room and give it more of a modern flair. The art is from Wally Finney Galleries, Simone Bergin, and I've loved his work for a long time. He is an artist from the 20th century, practiced kind of early 20th century, mid 20th century. He was an illustrator for Vogue magazine for years. This room is something that you can really live in, and I wanted to do the kind of less is more. I wanted to have beautiful, comfortable upholstery, something that you can kind of really wrap yourself up in with a pashmina throw in the evening, or feel great with in the morning, getting up and starting your day.
My My name is Leticia Laurent. I'm the principal at Reynal Interiors. We have interior design studios in Paris and in Boca Raton, South Florida. The inspiration for this space was around the art of getting ready. As a Parisian woman, I wanted to design a bathroom that feels authentically French. I was inspired by all the French fashion houses, Cartier, Louis Vuitton, Goyard, Hermes, and I thought a lot also about travel and how France is the intersection of many different cultures, and I wanted that to be represented in the space. When thinking about the color palette, I wanted colors that feel very French, very immersive, very moody. I used Bewitched by Benjamin Moore for the wall paneling to make it look like an old library, and then we painted the walls in Venetian plaster in frappe to give it a little bit of brightness and softness, and I love how those colors came together.
I am Mally Skok. I'm a fabric and wallpaper designer and also an interior designer. And this is my room. It's a gentleman's retreat, and it's meant to be this sultry way of disappearing away from the world, having your little drink, have a little rest, sit in the chair, read your book, and just feel very cosseted by your possessions, your books, and the things that are meaningful to you. I wanted it to feel not too edited. So things just landed on the shelves or on the drinks tray. The bathroom on the other side ended up being just a burst of light. And I wanted it very clean and fresh and sort of hygienic looking, a change of gears. My earlier collections, this is South Ken, which looks like a man's suiting. All my fabrics are very personal. This is my son, Paul Stripe. And then I just threw on, this is one of my best sellers. Everyone loves Flora too, so I just added it. I like to mix in something that's not expected. And lots of vintage. I love junk store oils. Bought some, I found this pile of somebody's uncle's little oil paintings in Cape Cod and just put pretty frames on them. I have a very global view of design and the world, and I'm very spongy, so wherever I am, it sort of soaks into my soul.